Hello to you all. Welcoming back. Hello to you all. So today I would like to welcome you and to invite you into the thought, the experience of being in the same reality and yet experiencing different reality. Is it possible? We're in the same moment and we're experiencing a different reality. Let's go to your life. Your spouse, your children, your neighbors, your best friend. You are in the same room, in the same place, and yet both of you experiencing different reality. And I am so certain about my reality. I'm not sure about your reality. So if I'm sure that my reality is right, guess what? You are wrong. And in so many ways, and so many different ways, we can understand that in human experience, there's no really one reality. I'm not speaking about biblical and history and facts. I'm speaking about human experience. When you are in the same place with different people, and it can be your family members, siblings, friends, spouse, partner, associate at your work environment, you're in the same place and you have different experience. How is that possible? Well, all of us coming from different backgrounds, we all have different perception and different projection of what we think we see. And even though we are certain that what we see is absolutely 100%, we are making a case, kind of like a court case. I am right and wrong. I'm definitely right. And you're absolutely crazy. And especially, I'm directing this conversation towards personal relationships. We end up fighting who is right, who is wrong, who has the control and who is not, who is the significant and who not. And then we go very personal about how we feel. And because how we feel is ours, we take any comment personally. And then this little thing becomes such a big elephant. And is it possible we are going to be in the same place, same time, and have experience experience a different reality? Of course it is. Look at the previous video I made. We spoke about two different people coming to the same circumstances. One said, you know what, I see those people, my knees are shaking, my stomach is turning upside down, my heart is beating, I'm starting to sweat, oh my god, I can't do it. Or, oh my god, I am so ready. Same experiences, and yet not really. Now we are wired and fired, like Dr. Joe Dispenza like to say, the heart coherence, the mind. Sometimes there's no connection, sometimes there is connection. Sometimes I am much more sensitive to things, people, events, smells, and all of them influencing how I experience this moment. And let's say I am wired much more to food. I'll be more focused on what's going on around me with food. Let's say you are more wired to beauty and buildings and all kind of structures, and oh my god, you saw this place so beautiful. What place? Where were you? I was just focusing on what she's eating for dinner. My point in this video is to help you pause and never assume that you know it all. When it comes to human experience, says we can be 100% being the same place, same time, and experience a different reality. And so often we nullifying, canceling, dismissing other people experience just because we can't see it. And I'm going to go with you even to the more of a court experience. So let's say you are in a scene and someone is injured and someone else saw that person doing something to help that person fall on his face, get an accident, whatever it is. So the fact that you didn't see it, that mean it didn't happen? There's so many cases in school when one student interrupt or even abuse the other student and the teacher didn't see it. And then when it comes to trying to figure it out, the case, and figure out what had happened, Teacher said, I didn't see anything. But the fact that you didn't see it does not mean it didn't happen. So when it comes to personal relationship, I'm speaking about relationships you care. The one you don't care, who cares? But the one you care, if it's in your private life, if it's in your work environment, if it's your best friends, and some of one of them is acting differently or claiming a different experience. Never be in a space of saying, "Oh, no, that's not true. You are crazy. You are living in different world. That's not my world." Maybe that's the case. Maybe you have a different consciousness. Maybe. Most definitely, maybe. But what are we doing from there? How are we moving forward from that point? That is the same case when you want to experience a new reality yourself. And you're going to spiritual workshops and all kind of mindfulness and retreats. And what are you really trying to achieve? You're trying to achieve a different level of consciousness. So the one that experienced before, was that a crazy person? Or what the hell you were thinking? Possibly, yes. So what happened now? Well, what happened now that you were willing to learn a new experience. And just by being willing to experience a new experience or different perspective or different even projection of what you think you see, you open yourself to a new reality. What a pleasure. So there is a small tip, and I will leave it in the description of this video to help you have some steps. What do you need to do to help yourself be more compassionate with a little bit humility and humbleness to help you grow the relationship you care about, to help you establish habits, mindset that you can literally apply simply. And that will help you start expanding yourself for growth. Because if you are a person that believes there's only one reality and that's yours, it's going to be very challenging for you to be in a relationship. So, what do we do? After you read the description and decide how you're going to go about it, the next level is start creating our reality. So when we have experiences together and we build life together and we do work or project together, we're doing it together. And the more we share together, guess what? We have the same reality. So to get there, the first thing is to strip away the ego and the resistance of the change or the possibility there's more reality and not just yours. The second one is pause. Ask yourself, well, maybe, possibly, it's not exactly what I think I see. It's not to doubt yourself, but more to expand yourself to a different projection and maybe a different reality that you don't see. Some people are more sensitive, they are empathic, they're wired in the neurological system differently. So they catch up things that you don't. I'll tell you a funny story, which is not so funny. But one of the dogs that I know, like animal dog, was abused when he was 6 months. And 6 months he's living with a family and a beautiful family that help him and make him feel safe. This dog, every time he's going to uncertain reality, a new place, he starts shaking, literally shaking. He's happy. All the people he knows and they're next to him and love him, happy. He's there. But his body is shaking. And he's like, well, how come? All the people he loves is there, but his body is shaking. His body is responding to the new environment. His head understand that he's safe and he's fine, but his body is still sensing something different. So this is the inner conflict, right? That we are sometimes finding ourselves shaking. It's like, why are we shaking? What's wrong? Oh, you make me shake. You make me upset because of you. No, you have to pause and give yourself a moment to reflect. And the more you adopt that mindset and the habit of pause and reflect, why I'm experiencing it. Trying to understand the other person's perspective, or let's say perception rather than perspective, because that's their own experience. So it's a perception and maybe projection of who they are. That's okay. Give yourself the time. If you want to build a new reality, a new life, a new situation with somebody else, you gotta have the space and give the space to learn something different than yourself. Does it make sense? So, in the description of the video, I'm going to give you some advice. If you want to deepen your understanding and more practical skills and tools, how to help yourself shift from one reality to another, how to start creating what we call identity shift, that we're not identifying with the past and the projection and the perception of who we used to be, rather than creating a new one. DM me and I'll give you more information. Until then, all the best, and I will see you soon. Have a good night.